In an age when valiant warriors raised the banner of the free city of Kalmar, two knights stood above all others, their names destined to echo through the annals of history: Narbus and Kiro Drexthar. Twin brothers, bound not only by blood, but by a bond deeper than the sea itself. Together, they stood in battle, shoulder to shoulder, their strength unyielding. As long as they fought as one, none could defeat them. But fate is a cruel mistress. A terrible plague swept through Kalmar like a shadow of death, and Narbus too fell to its cursed touch. As the sickness stole the light from his eyes, Kiro swore he would not lose his brother, not to this wretched fate. In desperation, he turned to Kalmar's royal mage, pleading for salvation. But the mage, wise and steadfast, refused to wield the dark arts, even to preserve a life. Yet Kiro's heart burned with determination. He remembered the captive warlord of the demon spawn, the very commander he and Narbus had defeated in the northern marshes. Kiro descended into the deepest dungeons of Kalmar, seeking the demon's aid, and the warlord, seeing his chance, offered him the knowledge to open a crack in the veil, to let Siroth's dark power seep into the realm of men. With trembling hands and a heart torn between hope and dread, Kiro performed the forbidden ritual, and in the blackness, a voice answered, "Your brother will live, and his days shall be as long as yours," whispered Siroth, the Lord of Shadow. "But your soul, mortal, your soul is mine. If not in this life, then in the next." Kiro hesitated, but in the end he agreed. He would pay any price. It was as if a miracle had taken place. Narbus recovered, the plague's grip fading from his body, and for a time all seemed well. But fate had yet more trials in store. In the Battle of Anstrast, Kiro was struck by a spear, the steel piercing deep into his side. Bleeding, he collapsed, his gaze searching for Narbus, his life slipping away. Narbus, gripped by despair, knelt beneath the cold stars and begged for his brother's life. He did not know that Siroth had already cast his web. In blind hope, Narbus offered his soul to the shadow god, never realizing that Kiro had already made the very same pact. And so the final chapter of their tragic tale was written. A great fire erupted within Kalmar's palace, flames raging like the wrath of the gods. Trapped in the inferno, the brothers, their breaths faltering, confessed their dark bargains to one another. And then, through the roaring flames, laughter rang out, cruel and mocking. Siroth laughed. "Foolish twins, you are both mine, and now you shall be as one." With those words, the shadow god wove their bodies and spirits together, merging them into a single, monstrous being. In the blaze of the cursed fire, Drexthar Bloodtwin was born. No longer human, but something far worse. A creation of Siroth's cunning and might. His very being forged in fire and ash, his armor glowing like molten rock, his eyes burning with eternal agony and wrath. In this new form, he is bound to Siroth's will, an eternal thrall to the Lord of Shadow. And so the tale of the brave twins of Kalmar came to its grim conclusion. Cleansed by fire, devoured by shadow, Drexthar remains a grim warning to all who dare defy the will of the gods. The world will forever remember, not even the strongest bond of brotherhood can stand against the power of Siroth. Which tales from Teleria do you want to hear next? Just let me know in the comments. And if you like the stories, I would be very happy about a like or a subscription. That way you support me and this channel.